Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and today I've got another flashlight review for you. This is the ThruNite TN11S V2, an extremely powerful tactical duty flashlight, and we're going to take a look at it today. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is a quick unboxing so I can show you guys the flashlight, how it comes, and the extra contents that come with it. Now, one of the first questions that I tend to get when I'm doing reviews is, how much does that cost? Well, I'll put a link in the description box to the Amazon page where you can pick one of these up if you're interested. And at the time of this video, they are $49.55. And that is fulfilled through ThruNite on Amazon. So again, I'll put a link in the description box. Let's go ahead and open this up so I can show you guys what comes in it. Now, this is packaged very similar to a lot of other ThruNite products. It comes in this really nice thick cardboard box to help keep your flashlight safe. There's also some extra foam around the flashlight to help it from being, dented or scratched during shipping, and then some added plastic around that as well. So here we have our flashlight. And it comes in this particular configuration right here. This configuration is set up for the basically one single 18650 battery or two CR123 batteries. So this is the configuration that it comes in while it's in the box. Extremely nice flashlight, very well put together. Like I said before, this is a tactical flashlight. It even has the crenulated strike bezel on it, which is a very nice aluminum, and the rest of it is Type 3 hard anodized. It also comes with a black pocket clip, which is already pre-installed, and that's nice considering the fact that some of the other ThruNite or earlier ThruNite flashlights came with a silver pocket clip. Not this particular model, but a lot of people had complained about that, so it's really nice to see this all black finish on here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put that to the side. We'll take out our foam, show you what else you get in the package. And you can see here we basically have our instruction manual and details for the flashlight. And then you also get a holster. This holster is really nice. It's a very slim design holster. It's not very thick. It's not oversized whatsoever. And this holster also has a really nice design to it, and I'll show you that in a second. When you open up the holster, you'll notice that inside there is an extra tube, and we'll set the holster to the side here. This extra tube allows for the extension and the addition of an extra 18650 battery. Now, you can also add an extra CR123 battery to this as well. This actually comes apart in two different sections, but this section right here basically screws on in between the tail cap and the center body right here, allowing you to extend out the flashlight basically for extra power, extra throw, and it's really just a well thought out idea. So you get that in the box as well. Dig around in here. You also get a really nice adjustable lanyard. Okay, so you can see that the lanyard itself is adjustable just by depressing this button, and then you can adjust that lanyard. So if you need to attach this to something, including your wrist, you can do that. So we have two adjustable attachment points right there. You also have this carabiner style clip at the end right there, which also has a small loop as well. And then let me feel around. We got our desking pack. And the extra tail cap. Okay, so we have an extra tail cap, which is definitely nice. I've actually gone through several tail caps on flashlights before, and I typically have to call the company to have them send me these, so it's nice that they actually come in the box. Now, I went out to the Mojave Desert about 1 o'clock in the morning last Saturday to test out this flashlight and see how much light it actually produced in the pitch black without any interference from, any of the city lights. And I was extremely impressed. And I'll roll in some of that footage while I go over some of the details of the flashlight. Now, in its current configuration with just the one battery, you're basically looking at a high of 990 lumens, okay, which runs for 110 minutes. Medium is 208 lumens. And low is 5.2 lumens. That 5.2 will run for about 20 hours. Now, they say that the max beam distance is 343 meters, and I would definitely say that that is a true statement. This thing is an extreme thrower and gives a really nice beam. Like I said, I was out kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I was able to spot high-tension power lines pretty far away, several hundred yards away for sure. And I was able to see them pretty clearly myself. And I might not have picked up on camera, but definitely was there. Now, if we're talking about the two battery configuration, in the two battery configuration, you're looking at quite a bit higher in the high mode. 1163 lumens. 323 lumens is the medium mode, and then low is 16 lumens. So you do get quite a bit more light out of that extra battery. Whether or not that's something you want to do, you know, something like adding that second compartment to the flashlight, that's something that's, you know, up to you. But you do get quite a bit more power out of that second battery. Okay, so like I said before, this is a tactical duty flashlight, but I think a flashlight has to have several different features in order for it to actually be considered tactical. Now, one of those features would be the ability to not only blind a potential threat, but also disorient a potential threat. And that's why I think a tactical flashlight has to have some type of strobe mode, which is definitely, I think, essential. Okay, so it has a strobe mode. We have a strobe mode which runs on high, either at the high with one battery, 960 lumens, or with two batteries, 1163 lumens. So you have the potential to blind and to disorient a potential threat with this flashlight. So that's definitely a bonus. Now, another thing about, you know, having a tactical flashlight has to be the ability to run silent. I don't want any type of clicking noises if I'm going through my house, or if I'm walking up on somebody. I don't want to hear that click click of me activating my flashlight. So a tactical flashlight has to have basically a momentary on off, no clicking mode. So basically this is a half press in order to activate the flashlight, and I don't have to make any noise by doing so. Now, another cool thing about that is that this button right here, which is your modes button, you don't have to press this back tail cap to turn the flashlight on and then hit your mode to go to strobe. That's one other thing that I would definitely consider tactical, is one single press and it goes straight to strobe. Okay, so it's temporary on strobe, or if you hold it for several seconds and leave it on, it'll stay on and you can release your hand. Now, another thing that makes a light tactical to me is the ability to use it as a weapon. So a flashlight that is considered tactical, I think, has to have a crenulated bezel. This has a really nice, very aggressive crenulated strike bezel. You can actually see the thickness in the materials right there. This is aircraft grade aluminum around here with the very nice crystal clear glass lens. Okay, so you can see that this is a type 3 hard anodized coating right here, and then it's not coated around the strike face of this bezel. Okay, so I could use this, I know I could use this as a self-defense tool. I could smash somebody in the face with this, smash them in the jaw or in the head, and you're definitely going to incapacitate somebody. So that is something that's very important. You could also use the spots on the top of the crenulated bezel right here as pressure points. So when it comes to using it as a duty flashlight, I know that pressure points are extremely important, especially when you want to control somebody. So being able to use that as pressure points, also very good. Now, also, one of the things that I think is basically essential for a tactical flashlight is the ability to use it one-handed. Okay, so if I can't use a flashlight one-handed, if I have to use two hands, then to me it's no good. And that's one nice thing that they've done here too, is they have the tail cap at the end, and then they have your modes button here, when typically your modes button might be located up, you know, right up here at the front, where you'd have to either reach away from the tail cap or use another hand to activate it. What they did was they put the tail cap right here so that you can hit your modes button and the tail cap, and you can use your flashlight without removing your hand, and you can still go hands-free with the other hand or use your weapon with the other hand. So that's a really nice, definitely a great feature. Now, another thing is, this is glow-in-the-dark. Okay, so if you're in, you know, if it's in basically your sheath or your pocket for a long period of time, it's obviously not going to glow. But if you go from outside into the dark and your eyes haven't adjusted yet, you're still going to be able to see that modes button if you can't find it with your finger. It does stick up a little bit here, so you have a nice tactile feeling to it. The tail cap also is very tactile, so you have a nice feeling to it. And then it also has this portion right here, which allows you to get a good grip on the flashlight. So basically, if you want to use this to strike somebody, you have a good feel on it, you're not going to lose it. You can see how this actually grips the top of my hand. So if I'm going to use that strike portion of this flashlight, that's going to help hold my hand in place. And like I said, I am going to do a review, not a review, but some testing basically on this flashlight in an upcoming video. Okay, so now we're going to add our center tube section right here, and I have one extra 18650 rechargeable battery. And we're going to go ahead and take this off here. I'll show you guys how to do this real quick. I mean, this is a really nice feature. If you want that extra power, you know, especially something extra to grab if you're going to be using this as a duty light, definitely a nice feature to have. So all you do is you unscrew that, you take your tube, and just screw that on as an extension. That's nice and easy to do. Drop in your first battery, your second 18650 battery right there. screw the tail cap back onto the end. Sorry for the sound of my table there. Okay, and now you have that extended flashlight. So now you can use this flashlight as a club, you can still use it as a striking tool, you have that extra power, and that power is ridiculous. 1163 lumens out of this flashlight, which I would still actually consider a decent size. It's really not too big. Okay, so again, this is the ThruNite TN11S V2. This is a fantastic flashlight. It's definitely going to be the flashlight that I start keeping on my nightstand. I love its capabilities. I love its overall versatility, the fact that it can take 1 or 2 batteries, as well as multiple types of batteries, and the fact that I can use this for home defense, self-defense, camping, hiking, hunting. It's light but still has enough weight that I can use it as a striker. So just a really well thought out, great design on a flashlight. If you're not, if you're not worried about carrying something that's a little bit larger, you still have the sheath, so you can EDC this flashlight, or just throw it on your pocket clip if you're going to be heading out hunting. Now, for me, I have property that kind of runs out a little bit, so it's nice that I can just walk out my back door, shine it about 300 feet, and still see the end of my property. So, just a great flashlight. If you guys are interested, like I said, I put the links to where you can pick this up in the description box. So, very, very, very cool. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.